finally happened. It took all the way from Finland to Philadelphia Fan Expo, but we have finally tracked down the famed detective duo, Potchki and Nebish. And I can get them right now. Excuse me. And so for this run into both.
Oh no, it's a Sting panel. It's a Sting.
Sting.
Hi.
What's Sting? What Sting are you talking about?
We're talking about a Sting.
It's a secret.
A secret?
It's a top secret
panel
with Sting.
At noon.
Man.
You don't have to turn on the hard light.
It's red light.
Red light.
Red light. No, Roxanne. You keep. Hi. Okay.
Yes,
So
well,
yes,
first
can we
of
help
all,
you?
Yes, well, first of all, I just want to say, welcome back from Finland. How were things there?
Right.
The weather's good. We
It's
say
not good,
fishermen.
actually. It's
No?
very, very cold.
Well, you get cold easy, so I'm okay.
I'm like a 90-year-old woman sometimes. I need a sweater.
Well, I mean, of course, if you have the constitution of a person like that. But I must confess, though, gentlemen, I've been a little bit upset. No. I've been a little upset just because, I've been leaving messages.
Oh,
And,
yes, our receptionist is dead, so messages are difficult at this
We
time.
don't know how to operate the phone system.
Unless you have a Ouija board, because then she'll take a message. Too soon?
No, I don't think so. I
What?
think we're all right with that.
Okay.
What do you mean she's dead?
Dead. She's
But it was a boom first.
Yeah.
And then,
she died the way she wanted to.
yes, in a fiery explosion. And then, stroke?
Heart attack.
Something.
Oh,
But anyway, we have to
have
get
a panel.
going because we
We
have
have
a
a
Sting
Sting panel.
panel. Or a Wham panel. Sting.
I must.
So get in touch with our receptionist.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You can come.
Ouija board.
Join.
Hello. Goodbye.
Oh dear. Well, folks, this is a rather unfortunate circumstance. I'm actually speechless for once, but nevertheless, we shall persevere. For once again, they are in our possession, and we will be able to finally interview them again for another exciting edition of. What's my name?
Hello everyone, welcome to Potchki'sburg's #1 Fan Expo. I'm glad that you all are here. I have special news for you. We have booked some special guests today. Today we have Andy and Randy bringing their unique brand of motivating. And thank God it's not doing Gill. And now, without further ado, Andy and Randy, the motivator.
Woo! Yes! Yes! Hi!
Hi, everybody.
Yes, I'm Andy.
And I'm Andy.
Damn it! I'm Randy.
No,
I'm
not
Andy.
these guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. You may remember us from such motivational speeches as
Can't get a visual.
The Fish Con and the Frog
the
Con.
Furry Con,
Con.
2019, Rutabaga Con.
Yeah,
Mr.
lot of-
Potchki,
lot of-
you have to project.
Shh.
You have to project. I can't hear you.
Projecting. Right.
Projecting. Okay.
So we have a surprise for everybody.
And the best part is that everybody that is part of the cast is all over the country. In fact, actually, we have somebody in London.
That's right. Yeah.
We're missing one. We're missing Sean, aka 10. 10.
Oh.
Sean,
We skipped that.
Don't mind me. I'm not suspicious.
put your real glasses on.
So I've got to put the mask back on.
We need this.
We have one. Welcome. So I'll start that. So we got Tim Moeller, my director here is telling me, was from Florida, now lives in Seattle. He flew in, obviously. Stephanie here. Oh, Tim, you do which character is this?
I do Sean, who's sort of the right-hand man to Flotchki.
Or left-hand man, depending on which side you're
Depending
standing.
which side, exactly. I also play Edmund, who's sort of a butler and a little bit eccentric. This depends on the day.
And this is Stephanie Watson. She's from North Carolina, and she plays.
I'm play Sally, who is Potchki's personal assistant and very talented with plungers. I also play Cat Pacino, who is currently trying to feel her way from the bad side to the good side in Potchki's office. And I play Augusta Wynn, who introduced the panel today.
And this is Marcus is from LA, and we brought him in the last 2 episodes of last season, I was reminded. And as of right now, he is playing.
I am Adam Faraday. Faraday's Histories and Mysteries. It was really one of the most pompous shirks on the planet. And very lucky to be brought back in for season 2. So I also do some of the other utilitarian voices as well. And don't want to give any spoilers away, so you'll have to listen to season 2 for more stuff.
There you go. And at the end here, we have
Vani Neelakantan, but I shortened it to Vani Neel. I play Officer Slant, and I am really handy with a taser, all right?
I also play Sam. I really, really like working for Mr. Levish and Mr. Potchki. He works so hard from the toilet, you know.
So it's been such a pleasure to be a part of the Potchki Audio Chronicles. It's kind of a dream for me.
Are all of you guys from Boombox?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We're all part of it. I reached out, asked them if it was okay to approach them because I didn't want to get into any form of trouble. And they said, yeah, go ahead. And Steve gave his blessing, and he's been watching us. And we met him here, all of us, and he was shocked and in awe and surprised. I read my lines, send them off to Rob. Then Rob goes through and he edits on Premiere for Adobe, and we all have different sets, different setups, different microphones, different everything. We're still trying. The first season, you could hear there's going to be levels and discrepancies and difference in levels and
it's great for editing.
Huh?
And it's great for editing.
Yes, it is. And so we're all trying to find our exact niche and get the right gear for everything.
What kind of, now does everybody have, what do you call it, sound booths? Because I
Yeah,
saw yours today in the
Oh, you
closet.
saw, yes.
Yeah.
I built a sound booth of my own using PVC pipe and some soundproofing blankets, and I found, it's kind of a mishmash, I found a set of blueprints through a retailer website. I think it was called Focal Booth to Go. I might be wrong about that, but if you look them up, they're a store online that specializes in this stuff.
I have a blanket fort in my closet, and I've got Voice Record Pro. I'm from San Diego, so I flew in as well.
yeah.
So yeah, but that's what I've been using.
What about you, Stephanie?
So my partner is a veteran of building stage props. So he built a sound booth using sheets of Luan and 2x4s. And I actually bought some used RLX foam from someone who is getting rid of it. I'm like, yes, I will take that. And so I have foam and an old mattress pad and this Luan box in the corner of her room, and that's my booth.
What about you, Tim?
Yeah.
I had a dining room table.
I was going to say, you've been moving all over the country, so you haven't really had a chance
Yeah,
to build something.
the fun joke is every single time we go on recording, I'm in a new location.
Yeah.
So the very first one was, Florida, by the way, has very thin wall apartments. So the best thing that you can do is just get this giant dining room table like this, throwing blankets on all sides, and then like Gollum, I'm like crawling underneath and like looking like I'm hiding in a bunker. They're like, what are you doing? It's my best apparently.
But I mean, you guys all have that sound booth ideas and how to do this and stuff. And I was coming at this from having done movies and film, and you had to send me a mic. And my recording booth is I pull all of the dirty laundry out of my closet and crawl in on the floor and sit in the corner, and I sit in the back of my closet and record it on my iPhone.
And in the summer, he sits on ice packs.
Yep. And of course, it wasn't until I started doing this that I realized that my apartment in New York is directly under a flight plan.
That's one of the best things about this, because everybody's so far away and we're all around. Zoom's the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Because we can do, Rob and I will write, we'll do everything, we'll finalize everything, we'll do about 3 passes. Like, if I'm writing the script, it goes to Rob, he bunches it up, I get it back, clean it up, vice versa. And then we'll go through, we'll set up a read-through, which is basically herding cats. Because once we're all together, like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, fine. How's everything? I learned a new voice.
Hey,
And
fine.
I
and then we do a full read through of everything. We laugh, we clean it up. We actually add jokes in. Like for an example, our main character, Harvey Potchki, made a comment of Bonnie, what was it? It was say it like say it like this. No. Repeat after me.
Let's just say.
Let's just say, and I was like, oh, wait a second. Both of you say it at the same time. He's going to say it, and then you have to say it. We were trying to time it out perfectly while we're all laughing and all being stupid. But then we'll take the read through. I'll send it to Rob, and he will put it on Adobe, and he will give a skeleton of what the show is going to be like. And then eventually we get it all together. Rob complains to me for every now and then, and then eventually we put it all together. He sends it to me. I take a listen. I give my notes. One of our new favorite notes is, hey, we should add a fart here. Why didn't we think of that? And we're releasing this week. He's like, okay, that's an easy edit. I can just go in and add it in. Where are you going to say that to anybody else? And Spielberg is not going to sit there and go, oh, we need a fart there. More farts. No.
More farts, please.
Yeah. So then we will put it together, and then we release through Anchor, which goes to Spotify, Google, iTunes, and all the.
How difficult was it to set that up, that Anchor thing, that stuff is? I mean, because I think that a lot of people are like, okay, now what do I
do with it?
with
Yeah.
that?
Well, Anchor makes it easy. You actually upload it to their site, and then they
Not
will process.
sponsored, but we will take a sponsor.
They will process it through, and you put in the date, time that you want to release, and it's out the next day, or 2 days, or 3 days, whenever you want it, and there it is. And then we just market the hell out of it from everybody. Like, our new episode's up. This is the title. Hit it. Go hit it up. Hit us up. Give us reviews. It's good now that Spotify allows reviews, because they didn't in the past, and we only had 2 on iTunes. But that's what.
Wait, Spotify does reviews?
Yeah, Spotify allows. Yeah. They don't know that. I think one of the reviewers is actually possibly here.
Amongst yourselves,
Yeah.
one of you, a reviewer.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's
We were doing Zoom before the pandemic. It was really funny because when everybody else in the world started using Zoom, and everybody like was calling me and going like, okay, so this is Zoom and this is how you. I'm like, I've used Zoom before. So I got to be that snoopy bastard who's just like, no, I was doing Zoom before.
The reason I know about Zoom is that's how Bloombox does their classes. They do them all. You are too.
Just like just right at the conversation, the character just came into focus for me. I was just thinking originally, I was like, okay, so he's kind of pompous, he's kind of full of himself. For whatever reason, like Terry Thomas, the old British actor, like if you see him in It's a Mad, Mad World or Those Magnificent Men, They're Flying Machines, he's like the very stereotypical Bret the Whole, I say, what will become of the Empire? And that was just kind of the basis for that, and it just kind of spun off from there.
What about you? You've been in since the beginning, right?
Yeah, since the very beginning. So
there was an actual product when you came in, so there was something for you to go. You could have known better.
Right.
Right.
I had
But
no
you
idea.
had-
No, I auditioned for some of the characters. Eric sent me I think the slides for it. And
You had
so,
auditions?
Sometimes.
Okay.
yeah, so I ended up getting Officer Slant, which makes me so happy because she's way more confident. She's taller than me. She's really tough. I'm like, yes, I can live vicariously through Officer Slant. And then when they approached me about Sam, I was more than happy to do it because Sam is sweaty, I was quirky, you know. So that was kind of the process for me, and it's so exciting to be a part of something like this. So I thought it was wild. So.
What about you, Tim? You're another writer from the beginning, right?
Yeah. So as far as joining Bloombox was in the group we have a little voice. I don't want to say competitions, like little voice challenges.
Yeah.
So I just, for the heck of it, just did a bunch of them making like fart noises act British accent, whatever they were asking for. And then you found me at some point and said, hey, do you want to hop on board?
As soon as you said you did fart noises, I was like, oh, that's how we got the fart.
That guy right there.
That's how we fix it in Potchki. Okay.
And then, yeah, so we had that set up, and then Stephanie, I think it was a couple episodes in already.
Yeah.
Yeah, we added you.
I was also Blue Box from the beginning. Same
Same
story.
thing.
Heard about it at a convention and just kept an eye on it until they launched it. Feel like I got to know everyone in class, even though we didn't really speak outside of class, just because, you know, when you're in a classroom setting and you hear people ask the same questions you have in your head or have a very similar personal experience or personal goal, yeah, that's what I was hearing in a lot of these people. So.
What we can do was through some of those challenges, right?
Yeah, no, it was that, but I mean, it was also the fun part of doing this is creating the characters and trying to figure out, okay, who's gonna play this one? And I want this person to play this one, and I'm gonna give Dawn Avani. She's nervous about doing some new characters and things like that, and getting her to branch out. And I know these people can do what I want. You know, the actors will like, for example, in the new episode, we have commercials coming out now. We're writing them because why not? So they will send, the actors I'll send them dialogue, they'll come back to us, they'll send us, here's 3 takes. All right, I like this one, but let's make this a little bit, let's tweak this a little bit, let's change it to this, let's add this. When you're writing this, I'm literally, the voices in my head, but I am hearing their voices in my head as I'm writing the lines and laughing, and I'm like, I can't wait to send this joke to Rob.
What is the
It's like an egg.
And sugar.
Eggs and sugar and
Not
a drink.
cooked egg, it's a raw egg.
Raw egg, and you're supposed to drink it, and it's supposed to make you feel good. And you have to put milk in?
You have to put it in milk.
You have to put...
horrible? Oh my God! Wow.
It's awful.
It's like you drink it, and it's so awful that anything after that is a pleasant experience. So.
You want time to pour it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mother.